Okay, since the game felt so inclined to give me multiple copies of Inumaki when I was summoning for Hollow Purple Gojo, I guess I'm showcasing Inumaki today. I mean, it's not a terrible thing, right? Like, I do now have him at dupe 4, so I mean, that goes kind of crazy. He should be able to do some decent damage and whatnot. So at dupe 1, you get 25% extra physical technique, curse technique, and then dupe 2, you get 10% or plus 10 extra curse energy at the start of battle, and then dupe 3, 30%, dupe 4, 35%. The only thing I'm missing is dupe 5 at 40%, but like, I'm not that worried about it. Like, he's gonna be as crazy as he can be realistically for the character that he is, so hopefully I get to showcase, you know, some nice looking stuff for him today. Now, something that I want to point out that's really cool on him is this auto skill stop. If any ally is about to withdraw from combat due to being attacked specifically, so not like Gojo, but nullifies that attack and can be used once only in battle. That's pretty dang decent though. And then he also is able to, when turn starts, he has a 20% chance to recover 10% HP for himself, which is pretty good. His skill 1 deals damage to the target enemy equal to 123% of curse technique, then he hurts himself. His skill 2 is going to be the main skill you want to use. I do have it upgraded to level 5. Applies 50% break damage to self for 1 time. Deals damage to target enemy equal to 206% of curse technique, and applies 18% damage taken increase to them for 2 turns. So this skill is really good to use right before another attacker character because it's going to buff that attacker character's damage, and it's also going to give you a chance to potentially break the enemy a little bit quicker. So if you ever have like a character that has a really hard, like a really high break bar, he's pretty good for getting through that break bar as well. If you're buffing him with Nishimiya, it works really well too, because now you're getting the 50% break plus Nishimiya's extra break damage is really good. This heals him. It's not really going to be used that much. And then his ultimate deals damage to the target enemy for that much of his curse technique, and deals damage to self when he attacks. So not anything too crazy. His skill 2 is the main thing we're going to be using here. Once again, Nishimiya is a very good character to run with him because of her skill 2. Applies 56.7% damage dealt to increase to all allies for 2 turns, and 20% break damage to all allies. That's going to allow him to have a ton of break damage. We're going to break enemies a lot quicker, which can be really good. And then we have Yuta on the team for self, well, not self-healing, but healing as well. So not only can he self-heal, he'll be healed by Yuta. Also, Yuta's going to be able to do big damage. With that said, we are taking on the Formidable Foe stage at max level Extreme 2 versus Maki and Panda, and we will see how this goes. I expect it to go fairly well with this team right here, but we'll have to see. I think Inumaki will perform big for us. In this particular scenario, I am using Inumaki more as a support character, so keep that in mind. He won't do the craziest damage, but he'll do okay. The recollection I have on him, triggered upon using any command skill or ultimate skill, recovers 40% HP and 15 cursed energy. So if I do need to heal him, I have that. The limit break skill gives him damage reduction, which I do have, so he has 10% damage reduction as well if you take a look at him right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this on, who do we want to break first? I guess we can probably try to break, the little guy. Yeah, we can try to break him. And then we'll go like this, okay? Okay, pretty good. And there we go, easy peasy between the two of them. Absolutely crazy. Yuta is going to perform well on this stage, like no matter what, obviously. We can actually self-heal now. We want to go for this, more break damage. And now, if we take a look at Inumaki right here, right? Damage taken decrease, physical technique increase, curse technique increase, ultimate fill gauge up, damage dealt increase by 56.7% from Nishimiya, and then another break damage by 20% as well for Nishimiya. So that's going to be a lot of extra break damage. So 20% there, we're going to get another 20% when she goes right here. So that's 40% on him, plus another 50% right here. So that's going to be 90% break damage. We should see a good amount of the break bar, which is that little bar down there, go down a bit. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we will heal and give cursed energy back. And then we will go for the, what do we want to do? Let's do a skill 1 here. That way we have the cursed energy to heal when and if we need it. So we'll go like this. Okay, yeah. Pretty decent on the break bar. Alright, there's the healing from Yuta, which is why we did what we did. And now we can go ahead and buff. We can increase damage to Panda. And what do we want to do here? Do we want to go for increase? I think we go for the extra break damage here as well. Yeah, we go for that. And then, honestly, Yuta probably wipes here. So we'll probably have to take on another stage here with Inumaki to see what he can really do. But the break damage, like, it feels like he's not doing a lot, but it's helping. It's helping. I promise. Okay. And he's also doing damage taken increase. Don't forget about that. Every time he uses his skill 2, he's increasing the amount of damage enemies are taking, allowing Yuta to pop off even harder, right? So there is that. He's basically a support. He's an attacker who does support. So with that said, let's try taking on a different stage. Okay, we are going to be taking on the story mode mission right here, episode 2 of chapter 10. This is a fairly hard story mode mission, but I think we'll be able to get it done just fine. We have Hollow Purple Gojo, we have Inumaki. I want to see if Inumaki and the break damage can be helpful, and the extra damage that he offers to Hollow Purple allows him to pop off with his skill 1 when we're using the skill 1. So with that said, let's try it out. Okay, we do have multiple enemies to fight to start with. That should be not a big deal though, hopefully. I guess we use this here, and then we can go like this. How much will he do on his own? I guess we'll get to see. About half a bar is not bad. Even Gojo didn't kill in one hit, so I mean, it's not terrible. Okay, we will buff. We will increase damage on this guy. We'll let Inumaki do this again. We're gonna make sure we activate that for healing and extra cursed energy, and then skill 1 with Gojo. Alright, nice, 50,000 damage, that guy died, not bad. It's not Gojo level, but it's decent. And then we can go and activate this for healing. We can do a buff. Do this, and then skill 1. Remember, Inumaki will increase damage right here on the enemy, allowing Gojo to kill even easier. We definitely don't want to ult with Gojo, so we need to be careful about that. We go like this. Oh, he actually killed. I was not expecting that. Let's go. Dope. Ooh, and we actually get to see an ultimate from him. I don't really ever need to use skill 3 because I don't really need him to heal. We can go ahead and do the blast away. Deals damage to the enemy, 765% of cursed technique, and then he also hurts himself. So we'll do that, and then we get to use Gojo right here, and let's see how this goes. I probably should have debuffed with Gojo, realistically, looking back at it now, but that's okay. Okay, nice. We're fine. Gojo's a beast. I didn't know I was doing a Hollow Purple Gojo showcase. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just doing a Yuta and Gojo showcase, apparently. It's hard to showcase a support character like this, okay, to be fair. He's doing stuff, you just can't see it as much, okay? 2 ults there. We'll do this to debuff, and then we can do this. We'll do a good amount of damage right here. Did not get the stun, but we did decrease the ultimate count. Alright, not the most, not the least damage. Ooh, good damage. 91,000 actually is kind of impressive. I'm happy with that. That was more than Yuta. Okay. Okay. We go like this, skill 1, and then we want to skill 1 right here. Alright, he's about to do some stuff. I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna skill 1. Okay, 43,000. Ooh, Nishimiya took some damage there, but now she has evasion, and she gets healed. Does she keep the evasion if she gets healed? I don't think she does. Oh, she does. Okay, cool. Even better. We can go like this with the buff now. Buff allies. Go for the break damage. Notice this break bar. Let's pay attention to that. I think it's going to make a big difference here. And I guess we can... Well, do we want to ult? Maybe we wait. I think we wait on the ult until we're able to use Pride again. So we'll go... We're going to go for a skill 1. Okay, that was decent on the break damage. It's not anything too crazy, but it could be better. Alright, one more turn, and we will have the ultimate with Yuta and Pride. We want to make sure we hold out for that if we can. And then now we can actually do this turn. Alright. Good break damage. Okay, that break damage did a lot between Yuta and Inumaki right there. That was really good. Yo! Inumaki just did this thing where he saved someone. Someone would have been killed right there. He literally stopped them from killing somebody. Yo, that was big. Okay. We actually got to see that come in. So there's the showcase for you. That's his main skill. Actually useful. You could have missed it. It was so fast. Wow. Okay, that was actually massive. Do we want this ult? Decreases ultimate count. Not yet. Not yet. We do this for the buff. I don't think we'll need it. And then we do this. He definitely gets broken right here, and then he dies. He should die. So we want to make sure we buff. Oh my gosh, let's go. There's the break, 74,000 damage. Not the most on the ultimate, but we got the break at least. Now does Yuta kill being type disadvantaged? He does. Okay, beautiful. Let's freaking go. Okay, you know what? Seeing him be able to save somebody from instant death was kind of cool. I just wish it was on a better character, but honestly, that was sick to see at the end. So that is the Inumaki showcase, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Peace.